On the 24th of February, I participated in my first fighting game tournament ever. This video is about my practice, my dedication, and my performance at the event. Here's what happened. I went 0-2. If you want the short answer, here you go. The long answer, however, isn't quite as simple. Despite only being a weekly online bracket, the Salty EU weekly to be exact, this was still a really big deal to me. So this is not the kind of super edited, silly video you normally see on this channel. This is mainly for myself, like to look back on, to reflect on, and I thought maybe it will help someone out there as well. So let me just give you the data. I was participating in Strive, I was playing Johnny, and the bracket was about 70 people, I guess. And my personal focus for this tournament, for the 2 weeks leading up to the event, was I wanted to get better at offense. I wanted to put the pressure on my opponent, because that is something I've struggled with in pretty much any fighting game I play. I am not good at taking my turn, so I wanted to learn the basic block string for Johnny, like the mist cancel stuff, the vault PRC stuff, what you can do out of wild assaults, how you can maybe catch your opponent off guard by canceling early, like empty Mistfinder slide, all of that stuff I wanted to have ingrained by the time this tournament started. And that shit fucking broke me. That shit made me so mad. I couldn't do anything. Like, I practiced that for 2 weeks and nothing really worked. Like, there were days where I was feeling pretty good about it, but like overall I was so stressed out about me accidentally getting Ensenga instead of a mist canceling in places where I shouldn't, or letting a Mistfinder rock when I slide in to go for a throw. Like okay, I'm now minus 15 in the opponent's face, and I was beating myself up over that. You have no idea. Yeah, in my mind, this tournament was such a big deal that every loss in Tower felt so bad. It also had the effect that my wins didn't really feel rewarding either, because every single time I was thinking, man, I could have done that better. Like, this didn't feel like a tournament that I go to for fun, but like an exam, like something where I have to perform or else I'm out. Like, in my mind, I told, like, I wouldn't admit it, but like I think subconsciously I told myself that I was just gonna get like exiled from the FGC if I didn't perform well at this tournament. I don't know, or from the Strive community at least. So I was just so mad at myself and at the game and everything that I like, there were times where I was just like practicing like my block strings, like be it in training mode or in ranked. Only Strive had that. Like in Tower, and I was like, man, I want to play Tekken right now. I want to just like boot up Uni or Street Fighter, like any other fighting game. Fucking KOF. I got KOF. I never played it really. But I pulled through. Because at the beginning of this year, I told myself I want to participate in a tournament. I've been playing this genre since 2021, and I have not participated in a tournament until the year 2025. It's been over 3 years. So I told myself I was gonna do it, even if I wasn't enjoying it. And even if I wasn't enjoying the tournament, I was still gonna keep going, because this was my New Year's resolution, and I was gonna realize it. Especially since this has been my New Year's resolution the year before that, and the year before that as well. So to summarize, my mental state before the tournament wasn't great. Thankfully, I have friends who also play this game of Guilty Gear Strive, who are much more experienced than I am. And these guys really they were my anchor. I think I would have just fucking quit out otherwise. Like, it's so important to have people tell you, like, man, this is some bullshit you're on. Like, you're not gonna get kicked out or laughed at or ridiculed by anybody if you perform badly. Like, and I think if I didn't have that kind of pressure on myself, I think my, like, offense, like, the goal that I set for myself would have been, like, way easier to achieve. It's not the fact that it's, like, mechanically difficult. It's more like, if you focus so much on your mistakes, then you don't really appreciate when you do it, when you get it right, you know? In the footage, you can pretty much see it's not that bad, right? And then the day came. Then the fateful day came. That was yesterday. You know the result. 0-2 in matches, 0-3 in games, but not 0-2 in rounds. Oh, sad. Almost, though. That was close. Oh. No! Oh, okay, wake up throw. That sucks. Damn! Okay. Sure, man. Let's go! Sick! In all honesty, I have never had this much fun playing fighting games. And it was over in 20 minutes. Like, it started at 7:15 and I was done by 7:35. Man. Yeah. And like, if you're like an FGC member like me, you've probably heard the phrase like rank doesn't matter before, you know? But I feel like that only really hits once you've seen the other side. And once you realize there's actual people on the other side of the screen, it just falls away. It just disappears. All of that pressure, all of the things you tell yourself, it's just gone. Because you realize that like fighting games really are a conversation, quite an intimate one at times as well. Like the moment I communicated with my like opponent in Discord, being like, "Yo, yeah, where you at? Like, where can I find you in Park?" That was the moment I realized, like, man, that's just a guy, like a guy who's better at the game than me. Like, sure, whatever, but that doesn't fucking matter. And like saying GGs after a game, like genuinely being so like. It's hard to put it into words. Like, you really get to know a person, like a real human, just by playing a game against each other for, what, like 10 minutes? Like 20 if it's like a super long set. And that's it. Like, I might play that person again next week, who knows? But I might also never see this person again, you know? That is something that just changed something in me fundamentally. Like, if I go back into Tower with the same goal that I set for myself like the last 2 weeks, if I participate next week the same way I did yesterday, it is going to be completely different. Like, going into Tower now is a completely different beast than it was yesterday or the day before that. And I think that's awesome. I think that's amazing. And you know, like there's a lot of like top players on Twitter and YouTube who will tell you just participate. No one cares how good you are. I honestly never really believed them. You really need to do it before you can actually believe them. It's kind of a curse because you need to jump that hurdle. It's no matter how many people will tell you like tournaments are where it's at, like just participate no matter how good you are. I feel like this kind of sentiment you can only really understand once you've done it yourself. And I'm so glad I did. I am so glad I did. So I 100% want to participate in more tournaments. But I don't know if it's this game. Because honestly, there's so many fighting games out there. I think it would be almost unfair to just say, yeah, I'm playing Strive now. Like, I own Street Fighter, I own Tekken, I own KOF, Under Night, Blaze Blue, Dragon Ball Fighters. I have so many fighting games in my possession. I think I would feel really bad if I just said, yeah, well, I'm playing Strive now. I realized that I want to experiment and express myself and find the game that really is for me. And I think that is my new goal for this year, is to find my fighting game. And like, Strive is fun. Like, I might end up playing Strive, but I don't think it's okay to just say, yeah, I'm playing Strive now, despite having access to all of these amazing games. This experience just showed me how this genre is meant to be played, like as a conversation, as something social that you experience together, and not like a single player experience that you play online against someone who you will never talk to, who you will never see, who you will never interact with in any meaningful way. And that is just the reason I want to keep going, because I know what I want now. And I know that fighting games are fucking awesome. And yeah, it just took me way too long to find out. Yeah, maybe if you watch this video all the way through, let me just tell you, if you've not done it, do it now. Do it as soon as you can, because it will change the way you see this genre, the way you play this genre, forever. Like, no joke. Yeah, go grab a stick, go grab a controller, because fighting games are fucking awesome. See ya.